All right. Good evening, everyone. This is going to be really quick, won't be long. I just have some updates that I really want to bring to you. So, we're going to talk about what's going on globally in our economy, and then going to talk about some local news, excuse me, things that are happening right now in the state of Louisiana, and also where we are with the presidential nominee. So, let's just jump right into it, okay? So, first thing I want to talk about is what is happening right now in China. Like people always say, what does the cost of tea in China have to do with me? I think they say something like that. But anyway, it has a lot to do with you. So, right now in China, as of this week on the 24th of July, there have been 40 banks that have been shut down, and they said in sudden vanishing act. So, people that have their money invested in these banks, the banks are closed, they have been dissolved and eaten up by larger banks, people lost their money. You may be asking, why? Why is this happening? Well, let me tell you why this is happening. So let me break it down to you what's going on because this is something that it can seriously affect the American economy. So China is facing economic challenges due to several factors. So the biggest one is real estate prices. Okay, basically there have been bad loans that have been given out, and why they were trying to boost their economy by building these homes, because what they did was put a lot of money into new development as far as home buyers. People were putting down payments for these homes. They were not making good on the loans. So more homes was being built than the money that was being repaid on these loans. Okay. So, and like I said, it includes real estate prices, declining in consumer confidence, and a slowdown in the economic development. So these issues have led to reduced domestic spending, investment, and impacting the overall economy. So what does this mean for the US? Well, for the US and global markets, China's economic troubles have several effects. First thing is the stock market. So this can impact our stock market greatly. Really could put us back into the 2008 recession. As you know, China is like the hub for everything that is imported, exported, not just to the US, but to other countries and continents as well. Okay. So investors may react negatively, excuse me, to news of China's economic struggles, leading to declines in stock markets worldwide. So, US companies that do significant business with China might see reduced revenues and profits, which can further affect stock prices. I am not a person that does a lot with the stock market at all. As I always tell you guys, I am a fixed product person all the way. Things that I bring to you and explain to you to invest your money is always going to be on the fixed side of things. That's just where I am. That's my lane, my comfort zone. If I know that you definitely want to get a return on your investment without having to deal with the stock market, I'm always going to tell you about fixed products. This is a time, definitely, if you're still interested in doing some investments, fixed products. Okay, talk to me about fixed products, things that does not have to do with the stock market, because this can greatly affect seeing our stocks go down and people will lose money. Okay, international trading is another thing. China's economic slowdown can lead to a reduced demand for goods from other countries, affecting global trade volumes. So this can affect American exports and international supply chains, potentially leading to increased costs and delays. The third thing, and this may be something that you have been hearing a lot about, I'm going to tell you, definitely pay attention, and we're going to get there. This is my next topic. We're going to get there about the this presidential race. This why this is so important. Taxes, tariffs. This has a lot to do with international buying and trading. So if US companies face lower profits due to the decreased trade in China, which I will say Trump wanted to put higher tariffs on China, so we would be able to make money. I think because they already had seen the decline that was happening. Because again, this started in January of this year, so with the banks closing and everything, this just happened like in the last week, but this has been happening over a 6 month course. Okay, so it's not just that it happened yesterday. We've been seeing the decline since the beginning of 2024 and even further back. Um, so this might result in a lower tax revenues for governments. And then if global trade disruptions lead to increased tariffs or trade barriers, it could also affect the international tech structure and business operations. So overall, China's economic issues can ripple right through the global markets, affecting stock prices, trade relationships, and economic policies. Okay, so there you go. Keep your eye open. I will link some videos below so you guys can kind of have an understanding of what is happening, because this can be a big impact on the American trade business and definitely our stock market. American headlines. So these are things that's going on right now with the U.S. So as of now, the presidential nominee for November election is Vice President Kamala Harris. She's running as a Democrat candidate, as you all know. Biden has stepped down, and he has endorsed Kamala Harris to run for the presidential nominee. We are basically like 3 months out. You know, we don't have a whole lot of time. Recently, a video went viral as of today with the former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama endorsing her. So everybody had been wondering, like, what's going to happen? Is he going to endorse her? Is she going to endorse her? We haven't heard anything. Well, guess what? It happened. It happened. It happened. It happened. It's all over TikTok. It's all over YouTube, Facebook, all over social media. It's everywhere with her talking to President Obama, Michelle Obama, and them actually endorsing her. So in the video, they praise Harris for her leadership and her vision, encouraging voters to support her in the upcoming election. This endorsement, like I said, it gained a lot of attention and support for her campaign. So in the past week, just this week alone, Kamala Harris' campaign has raised a significant amount of money, particularly following President Joe Biden's endorsement for her as a Democratic presidential nominee. So, just in the first 24 hours after President Biden's announcement, Harris' campaign brought in $81 million. $81 million. So this impressive fundraising effort was fueled by over 88,000 individual donors, many whom were contributing to a 2024 campaign for the very first time. So, things that you might want to know about: registering to vote is very crucial for several reasons this election year. So it gives you your voice in democracy. Voting is a primary way to participate in democracy. It allows you to have a say in who makes decisions on issues that affects your daily life, from healthcare to education, economic development, internationally, I mean, globally, everything. So you want to make sure that we are putting the right person in place, because you do know that relationships are going to have to be built, maybe some rebuilt, but there's definitely gonna be some negotiation going on. Representation. Elected officials make decisions that impact your community as well. So don't just think that this is just dealing with DC. All of this trickles down, okay, to a local level, to a state level, then also to like your city and your parish as well. Registering ensures your community interest is represented, and you definitely want your community to be represented. So you know what you need, you know what you want, you got to get out and vote. Change and accountability. Voting holds leaders accountable and can bring about change. If you're unhappy with your current policies or your leaders, voting is your opportunity to push for change. There's a lot of change that's going on, and there's not a lot of accountability happening. So I think everybody's tired. Everybody wants change. Everybody wants better. People want more money, jobs. It's just a lot. We are living in a different time. So you need to find a candidate that is going to push for the change that you're looking for. Okay. And voting is the way to do it. And you need to also, after you vote, You need to participate with local meetings and things that are happening in your city, in your county, in your parish, on a local level. So don't be afraid to get up and go to those meetings and ask questions, send emails. But your voice needs to be heard. And so this is just your civic duty. Voting is a responsibility of citizenship. It's a way to contribute to the functioning of the government and the society. Okay. So by registering to vote, you ensure that your voice is heard and that you can influence the direction of your country as well as your local community where you live. So now on to on our closing, I want to just talk a little bit about our local state economy. And this just applies to the state of Louisiana where I am. But I will say this, the issues that we have in the state of Louisiana, it's not just Louisiana. Okay, it's everywhere. The more I do my research, the more I find out that it's not just me, it's not just my community, it's not where I live. Everyone is having the same issues and problems, concerns, and have been having the same issues, problems, and concerns, and we're all ready for a change. So excited to say that Louisiana has a new second Black congressional district that represents a significant step towards fair representation for people that look like me. So this new district aims to enhance the political influence of Black residents by ensuring their voices are better heard in Congress. So this is more of a reason why you have to get out and you have to go and vote. Because look, there were people that brought this lawsuit up. I won't say up, but brought it to the forefront and push for this because we need more representation. And if you're definitely at that top of the boot, um, further more so than further down, but if you're closer to the top of the boot, please go and vote. Please go and vote because it's definitely going to impact your area. Okay. So Louisiana has been focusing on improving infrastructure, education, and healthcare. Infrastructure, yes, there's a lot of conversation around infrastructure. Education, we're going to have to continue working on the education, like heavily. We're going to have to work on our education. And we're going to have to push for more money and especially more money going in these public school sectors. And I believe that we need to start advocating for our teachers as well. And like I said, and healthcare is really big right now. I know, I want to say as of this year, I know I want to say 2023, 2024, it's been kind of rough on the healthcare side. A lot of people lost their Medicaid benefits and things like that because there's just a lot of different laws that have changed. So there's some work to be done definitely in our state. So economically, the state is working on diversifying its economy, traditionally relying on the oil and the gas, which we're seeing that is about to start taking a boom. I know I've gotten letters. Don't know if anybody else have started getting letters from these oil companies, but yes, they're starting to drill if they have not already started. But by investing in technology, manufacturing, and tourism sectors. So these are some areas that they're looking to try to capitalize off of. If you're in Shreveport, Louisiana, everybody knows about what's going on with the G Unit Studios here. So we actually have G Unit Studios here, and then we also have another studio out of California that is here to film as well. So there will be a lot of tourism going on here, but there'll definitely be a boom for the entertainment industry as well. So these efforts are aimed at boosting job creation and economic growth, benefiting residents across the state. But outside of that, there's some other things that are happening down at our capital in Baton Rouge, dealing with the criminal justice system that we all do not agree with. And this is why I'm saying that you definitely need to get out and vote because if there's someone that can represent you, you definitely need to get out and vote. I'm telling you, things are changing and they're changing quickly, but you need to get out and vote. I'm just going to tell you. So this is it. These are my highlights for this week. Just want to come to you and kind of let you know what's going on, what you need to be aware of. Please pay attention to the global market. Pay attention to the global market because inflation has already gone up. It's probably easily gone up 30%. But with things, like I said, that's going on with China and us not being able to possibly import from them, a lot of our food, that's another conversation. Anyway, pay attention to that. Pay attention to the presidential nominee. Keep reading, keep doing your research, stay informed, and definitely stay informed on what's going on a local level in your state. Okay, get connected to your state representatives, your senators, your Congress people. Get informed, stay connected, get involved. The time is now. Well, thank you for your time. I hope you have enjoyed this. I will see you guys on the next session. I'm Latoya Amos. This is Power Play TV, and I am the owner and the founder of Power Management Group, which is a financial insurance agency. So if you need my services, you can reach out to me. My information is below. Thank you guys for tuning in to this segment of Power Play TV. Bye.